Hey Taurus, how are you? Welcome to your first reading for the month of April. General reading for the collective of Taurus, Sun, and Rising. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If nothing resonates, you can always check out your rising sign reading if you're here as Taurus Sun, or vice versa, or be a cross watcher and check out the Sun or Rising readings for your divine counterpart. Not date or time specific either. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if the title resonates, if you start to watch and you feel like you're connecting with the storyline, it's very likely your message. Even if you're here as a cross watcher, sometimes messages come through directly for cross watchers. So that's why I find it helpful myself. Just an announcement for those who celebrate. Happy Easter. Enjoy your weekend. And also, if you have been following for a little while, a reminder that I opened up memberships here on the channel. So right below the video in this description box, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link. It says, we've reserved a spot for you. Click the link and you can learn more about the 2 levels. We're growing. We'd love to have you. Lots of special types of readings offered there. Along with a couple of extendeds, not everyone, just the full moon, new moon, and the birthday spreads that I do. So for example, Aries is up next. So their extended will be available in the membership, as well as master classes. We just did one on Akashic Records. So check it out. It's growing. We'd love to have you. I repeat myself. Pulling from Whispers of Love. I'm just feeling like we all need a little bit of lighter, more positive energy. So I'm pulling from this. Oh, beautiful. Okay, Taurus. Okay. Wow. So we get demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So demonstrate love. This is kind of your wheelhouse, Taurus. I feel you sort of lead the way on this. I feel it's comfortable for you to show. You're more showing. To show and demonstrate your love more than the actual talking about it. So it's just a reminder, what's important to those you love and then take action on it. But I feel like that's kind of your strong suit. This one is lovely. Card number 12. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Look at the butterflies. Trust your faith in this situation. Someone out there needed to hear that. And card number 5. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Yeah, I like this. I'm feeling like the demonstrate love kind of focusing your attention more on outward expressions of love through simple acts of kindness and just maybe remembering what makes the people you care about the most feel loved and then taking action on it. What a lovely message. I think in the morning musing this morning in the membership, Taurus, you got inner child for your divine abundance oracle. And I just loved that. I felt like, sweetness, sensitivity, compassion for self and now others. Coming full circle. Guys, I'm using a different spread today. This will not be a division of masculine and feminine. I'm speaking to Taurus, Sun, and Rising. You may have messages here for a cross watcher. You could be a Taurus Sun. You could be a Taurus Rising. You could be a masculine. You could be a feminine. I'm not separating it out this time. I'm trying to focus because all the readings lately have been coming through with the same theme, and now I'm trying to find out who's up to what. So I'm just switching out. There we go, Taurus. So this is kind of what it's about. In the present, state of mind, what you're focusing on, how you're perceiving the situation, what you're trying to accomplish here. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, stability, groundedness, possibly a big offer, especially one of commitment. Okay? Present situation. Here's the challenge, Temperance. This is what's crossing you. This challenge is about finding the wisdom in the patience and your ability to know that in time and with that patience and self-control and a sense of restraint, you can transmute any energy. This is about transmutation. It is a card of Sagittarius. You can see the crown in the background is letting you know that there's victory here, that there's, first of all, there's guidance in the angel, and the potential for victory is high. The two chalices are always in flow, so it's reminding you that in time and with patience, you're waiting for things to come into flow and you can transmute energy. So I'm loving that for you. Below, this is kind of happening, like this is the cards that I draw from underneath the deck. It's like what's bubbling up in the surface, what's in your psyche, what's maybe not in your conscious awareness, but it's something that's motivating your behavior. Chariot. More victory, right? Moving forward victoriously, kind of ready for the action, ready to take action. And what's crossing you is it's not the time. It's not the time. In the past, Three of Cups. I'll obviously be clarifying that, baby. And right now, Knight of Pentacles. This was your foundation card, your anchor card this morning. The whole reading was about this energy, and the way that it came across to me in that reading was, and this is in the membership, but it was about exercising, proceeding with caution is what I felt. So we'll see if it comes through the same way, but there's an awareness. This is your conscious awareness, and part of your goal is to take your time, be deliberate, intentional, methodical, and even if you have to create a plan of action, to be very specific. And even a little, protective. I'm feeling some protection in the way you go about carrying out your plan because of this card. In the future, Three of Swords. Let's not panic. Could be coming out in reverse. I'll definitely clarify it for you, but so. Let's see what's going on with the Ace of Pentacles. It's also a card of success. Also in your morning spread was the World. So wrapping up cycles, endings and new beginnings. This is kind of completion. It's a completion card. Both of these cards have a similar energy, and I love the the circular energy of cycles continuing. There's no real demarcation where one ends and a new one begins, but I feel like this new beginning is a gift. It's a gift from the universe. But yeah, you have to learn the lessons, right? Can't stay in toxic patterns. You're getting the opportunity to close out toxic, negative karmic cycles. Could indicate that there's someone in the mix that keeps pulling you in. We'll see what happens. I'm saying that because I'm seeing the Three of Cups. But let's look at Temperance, because this is what's crossing. How do you have the patience, the self-control, the restraint? What are you trying to transmute? Well, I feel as if on some level, this Page of Pentacles is an indicator that you may need to learn a few more things. This feels like some new learning, possibly. Baby steps, right? One foot in front of the other. Pages are messengers, so there's kind of an offer here, but it's at the beginning stages. And that's maybe how you should proceed. Remember I said this is about proceeding with caution here. You've got this Ace of Pentacles is what you're after. That's what you're after. That's what you're all focused on. The world would represent closing out cycles, possibly negative karmic cycles or patterns of behavior that don't serve. So you're all ready for that. And then you get crossed with this temperance. No, you got to slow down. And by the way, you have to be very self-controlled. This is about self-control. And therefore, right, you don't get to the Ace of Pentacles just because you think it into being. You have to start somewhere. So what I'm feeling coming through is the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That's what I'm feeling coming through. Let's just pull another card on that. King of Wands. Woo, right? I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. Boom. No, actually, there may be baby steps that need to be taken as the King of Wands if you are in that energy, or with a King of Wands. So with someone who's very clear about what they want, who, the King of Wands can be demanding, can be, in their highest vibration, they're great leaders, they're passionate, they have this larger than life personality when you're in their sphere. You kind of hang on their every word. It's, they're a little mesmerizing. But in their reversed energy, a King of Wands can sort of be demanding and needy, I want what I want when I want it kind of energy. And so that would be an issue to maintain your temperance for, if that is you, or baby steps when dealing with that kind of energy is what I see coming through. Again, tread carefully. I like the Three of Pentacles underneath here because it suggests that there's a way that you can work together. Three of Pentacles, very co-creative energy here in 3D, but yet adds spirit in there. You, your divine counterpart in spirit, sort of transmuting the connection, the energies between, and taking everything up a notch. Building upon what's already there. Chariot. Wow, this is kind of surprising a little bit. What I'm feeling coming up here underneath in the subconscious realm is almost wanting to move on by yourself. Not wanting to kind of deal with all this. The Three of Cups, the Devil, the Temperance, not being able to do what you want when you want to. King of Wands could be you. So I'm feeling here underneath, to some degree, there may be a desire to just move forward, stay single, independent. Moving on, flying solo, due to this Three of Swords, which shows up in the future as well. So we have to kind of keep our eye on what that's about. So underneath, this is too much. It's painful. It's difficult. It's at least creating a sense of heart heaviness. So it doesn't necessarily have to be heartbreak, but it can be heartache, heart heaviness in the situation, and you just want to get out of Dodge. I'm just feeling that energy of, I just want to break through and be on my own, and move away from this heartache. Three of Cups in the past. Eight of Swords. So I think maybe there's, oh wow. 10 of Cups. So in the absence of a third-party situation, which even if you have a third-party situation, that could be the case, but the Three of Cups can also be about, in the past, really wanting to come together with your divine counterpart in a celebratory energy, really wanting this happily ever after. There's more nirvana here. The world and this 10 of Cups are sort of that completion that leads to that higher state of consciousness, that sense of bliss and nirvana, really wanting that but not knowing your next best step, and therefore overthinking every little thing, getting in the weeds and getting stuck. And Taurus, when you're in this energy, the best step forward is into your heart, is into the puddle, into the feelings of it all, not staying in the realm of thought. So I feel as if there was some overthinking with regard to this desired state of emotional completion, contentment, a sense of safety. Yeah, because look what's underneath, 10 of Pentacles. So if we're starting, if your focus right now is on the Ace, you got to start there to get to that life partnership, bringing everything together. This is that energy of, you know, yours, mine, and ours. Stability, abundance, stability and abundance. Something that you can count on, tangible results in that 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. So this is what you were overthinking in the past, right? How am I, like, what do I do here to acquire that sense of completion in life and love? So, Justice, Libran energy, and the Justice card sort of moving very methodically with an intention to integrate everything. The Justice card, yes, it's balance, it's fairness, sometimes it's vindication in a situation that you're seeking, but it's also about integration. Bringing all the parts together in a way that creates something very clear, level playing fields. I like it. I feel as if in your conscious awareness, you're aware of a need to restore some measure of fairness and balance, to be judicious in your decision-making process, to integrate everything you're learning in this connection, because it is all about the lessons, and moving slowly and methodically. So I like that. And just going on faith. Just going on faith. Where was that card? Right? Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. That's what's showing up. Trust your faith in this situation. That's why you're going to move forward slowly, methodically. Exercise caution with an eye towards whatever is fair and balanced for both parties, for all parties, as a matter of fact. So you can move to calmer waters. This was also in your spread this morning. So there is a desire to get beyond something that's obviously been difficult and challenging, has maybe had you in some shadow work, and you're trying to complete the cycle. That's what's on your conscious, that's in your, that's how you're showing up here. And then underneath, there's still a little bit of a desire to kind of like, I just rather be alone. I just rather be alone. I just want to cut and run. That's what I'm seeing underneath in the subconscious realm is cut and run. In the past was stuck energy, how to bring about this level of happiness and joy. And right now, the methodical, the deliberate attention to integration in 3D, the star keeping your faith alive, that you can move beyond all this, transcend it. Peace of mind, 6 of Swords, peace of mind. Just remember that temperance is the name of the game here. It's part of the challenge, part of this lesson at least. 3 of Swords going forward. Page of Swords, the Wheel. I love it. And I'll take the Magician. Look at this. Look at this, guys. All right. Just, honest to God, the whole thing is underneath. So I'm saying all this for a reason, because this card figured prominently in your last reading. It was on the Divine Feminine side. I feel it was in the, if I remember correctly, it was like in the past. In the reading that I did for you this morning, this was what you needed to focus on. So now it comes out here in the future. So what I'm seeing here is something that is unfolding in divine time. It's beyond your control. If you don't want to get hurt, because that's what's in your unconscious, is like, I just want to cut and run. I just don't want to deal with this anymore. I'd rather be on my own. This is saying, keep your eyes wide open. Page of Swords. So on some level, you may be looking for information as things unfold to ensure that you don't run up against the same situation that caused the heartache to begin with. So, right, trying to be sure that this cycle has been completed. I love it. That's fantastic. So I'm not seeing this Three of Swords. I'm seeing the awareness, the need for information to be clear, that the wheel is turning in your favor and not pulling you back into old painful patterns. Got it? What's unfolding underneath, now that we have the wheel, is this message for you of manifestation, second chances, the soulmate, the maintaining strength. Let me try to hold this up. This is the best part of the reading so far. Look at those cards all in a row. So on some level, I feel you're working it out together, at least at 5D. There is that reciprocal back and forth energy in the strength card where you sort of assist each other. That's what they're doing here, to kind of gather up your strength, your courage, and your confidence to know that you can overcome any challenge, any obstacle. Here's your second chance. Here's the crossroads energy. The judgment card is about you reach that point where you have an option. You either answer the call of the past life soulmate or you don't. You'll answer the call if you want second chances. Second chances at what? At life, at love, at happiness. Whatever it is for you, that's your offer. That's the telltale sign. That's something that's being manifested, and the wheel is telling you that that's what's possible. So underneath, right, the magician, you're manifesting this opportunity for a second chance, for maybe redemption for some of you, if this devil makes sense to you, and has anything to do with anything that was difficult or challenging, that was set in motion. You may be manifesting a sense of redemption or vindication in the situation with the soulmate, and you're both kind of working together energetically, at the very least, to gather up your strength, your courage, and your confidence to know you can overcome any obstacle together. Love it. Wow, Taurus. So what I'm going to do now is in the extended, the link to the extended is below in the first couple sentences. I'm going to finish out this part of the reading with some advice for you from your spiritual team. Outside influences, what's happening around you that's beyond your control that can impact this whole situation. Your hopes and or fears, sometimes it's both. And then, of course, what you can expect going forward. So that's what we're going to look at. Then I'm going to pull cards for you, Taurus, by with some of the signs that showed up here. So we have Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra. Yeah. Because we have Capricorn and Aquarius together in the world. So that's taken care of. Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Libra. So I'm going to look at those 5 signs with regard to you, Taurus, and I'm just going to get a feel, like 3 card pulls. I'm going to get a feel for them, you, and what are the issues between you. So the link to the extended is below. I look forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, have a wonderful holiday weekend, and I'll see you in a future reading, Taurus. Thanks so much.